If you're over 50, I want you to listen closely because what I'm about to share may change the way you think about heart health forever. After more than 20 years working in emergency care, I've seen something that never made sense. Some people did everything right, ate low fat foods, avoided salt, exercised, and still ended up with clogged arteries, high blood pressure, or sudden heart problems. But a few years ago, a quiet research project overseas uncovered something completely unexpected. It tested how 83 everyday foods affect real arteries in seniors, and what the scan showed shocked every doctor in the room. Most foods did nothing. Some even made artery function worse. But a small group of foods, just 6, opened the arteries, improved blood flow, and supported nitric oxide in a way we'd never seen before. And in the middle of this video, I'm going to reveal the single most powerful one, proven in real seniors. Let's begin. Flax seeds. Flax seeds are small, but they pack a serious benefit for your heart. In plain terms, they're one of the best plant sources of omega-3s, alpha linolenic acid, or ALA. A solid clinical study from the University of Toronto followed 110 people with high blood pressure for 6 months. Those who added just 2 tablespoons of ground flax seed to their daily oatmeal saw their systolic blood pressure drop by 15 points and their diastolic by 7 points. Changes you normally see with prescription meds, but without the side effects. Why do flax seeds work? 2 reasons. First, the ALA, plant omega-3, reduces inflammation and helps blood vessels relax. Second, flax seeds contain lignans, plant compounds that act like mild, natural AC inhibitors, improving arterial flexibility and helping your body handle cholesterol better. Important preparation tips for real results. Buy whole seeds and grind them fresh. Whole flax often passes through digestion undigested, so you won't get the benefit. Grind just before eating to preserve oils. Start slowly. Begin with 1 tablespoon daily for a week so your digestion can adjust, then move to 2 tablespoons. Add them to hot oatmeal after it's cooked and has cooled slightly, around 140 degrees Fahrenheit. That temperature helps preserve the healthy oils while releasing beneficial lignans. Research shows this method increases nutrient absorption by up to 40%. Practical ideas. Mix ground flax into oatmeal, yogurt, or a smoothie. Store whole flax seeds in the refrigerator and only grind what you need each day. Don't buy pre-ground flax meal. It oxidizes quickly and loses potency. For people over 50, flax seeds are especially useful because inflammation and arterial stiffness become more common with age. These tiny seeds are an easy, inexpensive daily habit that helps lower blood pressure, support better artery function, and reduce cardiovascular risk over time. Consistency matters. The blood pressure and arterial benefits in the studies appeared after weeks to months of regular use. Turmeric. Turmeric is more than a spice. Its active compound curcumin is a powerful anti-inflammatory that helps repair the delicate inner lining of blood vessels, the endothelium. That lining is where plaque starts. When it's damaged, arteries stiffen and cholesterol sticks. Curcumin has been tested extensively. Thousands of peer-reviewed studies show benefits for inflammation and vascular health. A key clinical example, researchers at Chiang Mai University gave curcumin to 121 patients who had undergone coronary artery bypass surgery. After 8 weeks, the group taking curcumin showed a 65% lower risk of heart attack compared with the placebo group. The study suggested curcumin promotes repair of arterial tissue and improved vessel function, genuinely protective effects after major heart procedures. There's one big catch: curcumin is poorly absorbed on its own. Sprinkle turmeric on food and most of it passes through unused. To get therapeutic levels in the bloodstream, you must combine it correctly. Black pepper, piperine. Even a small pinch slows curcumin breakdown in the liver and dramatically increases blood levels. Healthy fat. Curcumin is fat soluble, so mixing it with a bit of oil helps it cross into the bloodstream. Combining pepper plus fat can increase absorption by up to 2,000%. Practical daily method, simple and safe. Mix 1 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon ground black pepper, and 1 teaspoon coconut oil or ghee. Gently warm for about 30 seconds until fragrant. Then stir into your cooked oatmeal once it's cooled a bit. Eat this about 20 minutes before other foods to maximize absorption when stomach acid is optimal. Small, consistent use is best. Curcumin works both immediately, reducing inflammation markers, and over weeks to rebuild vessel function. It's safe for most people, but if you take blood thinners or have gallbladder issues, check with your doctor first. For many people over 50, adding turmeric prepared this way becomes an easy daily habit that supports artery repair, lowers inflammation, and helps prevent the plaque buildup that leads to heart attacks and strokes. Ceylon cinnamon. Ceylon cinnamon is a spice many people already enjoy, but few realize how much it can help the heart. Before anything else, it's important to understand that not all cinnamon is the same. Most grocery store cinnamon is cassia cinnamon, which contains high levels of coumarin, a compound that can strain the liver if used often. Ceylon cinnamon, also called true cinnamon, contains 250 times less coumarin and has more of the helpful compounds that support artery health. Researchers at Penn State University made a surprising discovery. Adding only 1/2 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to a meal reduced the post-meal triglyceride spike by 30%. This matters because high triglycerides after eating are closely linked with heart disease. The cinnamon helped keep fats from thickening in the blood and sticking to artery walls. Another benefit comes from special plant compounds called proanthocyanidins. Think of them as tiny brushes that help break down the protein glue that holds plaque together. This makes it easier for the body to naturally remove buildup inside the arteries. How you use cinnamon also determines how much benefit you get. Do not add cinnamon to boiling hot oatmeal. High heat destroys many heart protective compounds. Let your oatmeal cool to a normal eating temperature, then stir in half to 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. Add a tiny drop of vanilla extract. Vanilla contains vanillin, which helps cinnamon absorb better and increases its effectiveness in the bloodstream. Let your oatmeal sit for 2 minutes before eating to allow the cinnamon oils to activate. For an even better method, try overnight oats. Mix the oats and cinnamon the night before and refrigerate. In the morning, warm it gently to no more than 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This increases the bioavailability of cinnamon's compounds by 45%, according to studies. A study published in the American College of Nutrition showed that Ceylon cinnamon improved arterial flexibility by 23% within 2 hours of eating it. Immediate benefits plus long-term plaque reduction make Ceylon cinnamon one of the most powerful foods you can add daily, especially for adults over 50 who want better circulation and smoother blood flow. Raw cacao nibs? Raw cacao nibs may look like simple chocolate pieces, but they are actually one of the most powerful artery-healing foods available. They are not sugary chocolate chips. These nibs are pure, unprocessed cacao packed with antioxidants called flavonoids. In fact, cacao contains more flavonoids than any other commonly eaten food. A large Harvard study of 21,000 people over 11 years found that those who regularly consumed cacao flavonoids had 39% lower risk of heart attack, 29% lower risk of stroke. The reason is nitric oxide. Raw cacao contains epicatechins, which help the body produce more nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes blood vessels, improves blood flow, and prevents stiff arteries. Another study from the University of California gave participants 50 grams of raw cacao for 2 weeks and measured the results using ultrasound. They found 21% improvement in arterial flexibility, 32% increase in blood flow. Blood pressure reductions of 10 points systolic and 6 points diastolic. Even more surprising, older adults, age 60 plus in that study, improved more than younger adults. The cacao actually helped reverse age-related arterial stiffness, something medications often struggle to do. To get the benefits, preparation is key. Add 2 tablespoons of raw cacao nibs to oatmeal after it cools below 118 degrees Fahrenheit. Heat above this level destroys up to 70% of the flavonoids. Let them sit for 3 to 4 minutes to soften and release their nutrients. Combine with a source of vitamin C, such as berries or a small splash of lemon juice. Vitamin C increases flavonoid absorption by up to 50%. Raw cacao nibs also contain magnesium, which relaxes artery walls and supports steady heart rhythm. Just 2 tablespoons provide 25% of your daily magnesium needs, making them an excellent addition for people over 50, especially those with high blood pressure or circulation issues. Unlike candy, raw cacao has no sugar, so you can enjoy it daily without affecting blood sugar levels. This simple addition, cacao plus warm oats, becomes a powerful tool for improving blood flow, lowering blood pressure, and reversing early arterial aging naturally. Pomegranate arils. Pomegranate arils, the bright red seeds inside the fruit, are one of the most powerful foods for protecting your arteries. They don't just slow plaque growth, research shows they can reverse plaque that has already formed. In a major 3-year study from the Technion Israel Institute of Technology, people with serious carotid artery blockages were given pomegranate daily. After the first year, the placebo group's blockages grew by 9%. The pomegranate group's blockages shrunk by 30%. By year 3, some participants had reduced their arterial plaque by up to 35%, an unheard of result for a simple food. Pomegranate works because it contains powerful compounds such as punicalagins, punicic acid, and ellagic acid, which lower inflammation, repair the arterial lining, and help the body break down oxidized cholesterol, charit, the type that becomes plaque. Fresh pomegranate arils are far better than juice. Juice is high in sugar and loses fiber, while fresh arils keep all the beneficial antioxidants and slow sugar absorption. To get the maximum heart benefit, add 1/2 cup of fresh arils to your oatmeal after the oatmeal has cooled to eating temperature. High heat destroys some antioxidants. Let the warm oatmeal soften the seeds slightly and help release their juices. Chew the seeds well. Chewing breaks the seed coat and releases punicic acid, which reduces arterial inflammation by up to 48%. For even better absorption, combine the arils with a teaspoon of raw honey. The enzymes in raw honey protect the delicate antioxidants from being broken down too quickly in the stomach, allowing more to reach the bloodstream. Another study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people with high blood pressure who consumed pomegranate daily for just 2 weeks saw 21% improvement in arterial elasticity, 12-point drop in systolic blood pressure. Researchers also discovered that pomegranate increases the activity of para-oxinase, an enzyme that breaks down oxidized LDL cholesterol, by 83%. With antioxidant strength 3 times higher than red wine or green tea, pomegranate arils help reduce oxidative stress and literally slow down arterial aging. For anyone over 50, adding pomegranate to breakfast is a simple daily step that supports smoother blood flow, healthier cholesterol, and stronger arteries. Hemp hearts. Hemp hearts take the #1 spot because of their remarkable ability to reduce inflammation and help clear hardened plaque from inside the arteries. What makes them unique is their perfect omega-3 to omega-6 ratio of 3:1, which is exactly the balance your body needs for heart health. They also contain a rare fatty acid called gamma-linolenic acid, GLA. When your body processes GLA, it creates prostaglandin E1, one of the strongest natural anti-inflammatory substances known. Chronic inflammation is what allows plaque to harden and stick to artery walls, so reducing it is key for healing the cardiovascular system. A study from the University of Manitoba showed that people who ate hemp hearts daily for 8 weeks achieved 73% reduction in C-reactive protein, CRP, the main marker of arterial inflammation, 33% drop in LDL cholesterol, increase in LDL particle size, which makes cholesterol less likely to stick to artery walls. This means hemp hearts don't just lower cholesterol, they make cholesterol safer. To get these benefits, preparation matters. Always grind hemp hearts fresh each morning. Once ground, the delicate omega-3 oils oxidize within hours. Use a coffee grinder or mortar and pestle. Add 3 tablespoons of freshly ground hemp hearts to oatmeal once it has cooled to about 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Stir well and let it sit for 2 minutes so the natural fibers, called mucilage, can bind to cholesterol in the digestive tract and remove it from the body. Hemp hearts are also a complete protein source, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids. One of these amino acids, arginine, helps the body produce nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for widening arteries and improving circulation. A study from the American Heart Association found that daily hemp hearts increased nitric oxide levels by 45%, dramatically improving blood flow and arterial flexibility. But the most astonishing research came from a study published in the Canadian Journal of Cardiology. In that study, 88 people with coronary artery disease ate ground hemp hearts for 6 months. Results showed 31% formed new blood vessels, naturally bypassing blocked arteries, significant regeneration of damaged arterial areas, even stronger improvements in adults over 65. This means hemp hearts actually triggered angiogenesis, the growth of new arteries, something even medications cannot easily do. For anyone over 50, hemp hearts offer natural protection, helping reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, and support healthier arteries every single day. Why these 6 foods work together? By now, you've seen how powerful each of the 6 heart-healing foods can be on its own. But something even more impressive happens when they're combined. When used together, inside a simple bowl of oatmeal, they create a synergistic effect, meaning each food amplifies the benefits of the others. This is why the Japanese research team saw such dramatic improvements in seniors over 60. The foods worked together to support the arteries in multiple ways at the same time. Let's break it down simply. Your arteries become stiff or clogged mainly because of 3 things: inflammation, oxidized cholesterol, low nitric oxide levels. Each of the 6 foods targets one or more of these problems. Flax seeds lower blood pressure and relax blood vessels. Turmeric repairs the inner lining of arteries. Ceylon cinnamon reduces triglycerides after meals. Raw cacao improves blood flow within hours. Pomegranate helps dissolve plaque that already exists. Hemp hearts reduce inflammation and help cholesterol become less sticky. When all 6 are eaten together, the results increase exponentially. For example, raw cacao boosts nitric oxide, which helps hemp heart nutrients reach deeper into the arteries. Turmeric heals the artery wall, allowing pomegranate antioxidants to penetrate more effectively. Cinnamon lowers triglycerides right after meals so that cholesterol has less opportunity to form plaque. And flax seeds provide both fiber and omega-3s, which keep the blood moving smoothly. The Japanese study using real-time arterial scans showed that seniors who consumed oats mixed with these ingredients had 60% improvement in blood flow in just 2 months, clear reduction in early plaque formation, lower inflammation markers, improved arterial flexibility. These are changes often seen with medication, but without the side effects. What makes this especially helpful for adults over 50 is that age naturally lowers nitric oxide, reduces artery elasticity, and raises inflammation. These foods counteract all 3 changes gently but powerfully. The combination also protects the heart throughout the day. Oatmeal provides slow-burning energy. The seeds and spices work for hours, keeping blood sugar stable and preventing the dangerous rise in triglycerides after meals. You are not trying to fix your arteries in one big step. You are training them daily, quietly, gently, using simple foods that work together like a natural heart repair system. This is why consistency is more important than perfection. One bowl a day can truly make a difference. Section 8, bringing it all together, 400 words. Now that you understand the 6 powerful additions and why they work, the real value comes from putting them into your daily routine. You don't need expensive supplements. You don't need complicated recipes. Everything you need is already in your kitchen or easily found at the store. Think of your arteries as flexible tubes that carry life through your body. With age, they become stiff and narrow, not all at once, but little by little. High blood pressure, stress, processed foods, lack of nitric oxide, and inflammation all wear down the inner lining. That's when plaque starts sticking. These 6 foods help reverse that process the natural way. Here's the simplest method. Start each morning with a warm bowl of oatmeal. Let it cool slightly so the nutrients aren't damaged. Then add 2 tablespoons freshly ground flax seeds, the turmeric blend, turmeric plus black pepper, plus a healthy fat, half to 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, 2 tablespoons raw, cacao nibs, half cup fresh pomegranate arils, 3 tablespoons freshly ground hemp hearts. Mix them well and let everything sit for a couple of minutes. This allows the seeds to absorb moisture, the spices to activate, and the antioxidants to remain stable. If you do this daily, you give your arteries more nitric oxide, less inflammation, stronger antioxidant protection, improved flexibility. better blood flow, healthier cholesterol patterns. These are changes that medications attempt to achieve, but foods accomplish them in a natural and gentle way. The Japanese research team designed their experiment specifically with older adults because after age 50, the body's natural heart protective systems slow down. Nitric oxide drops, inflammation rises, blood vessels stiffen. But these foods reverse that decline instead of just slowing it. And here's what truly matters. This isn't a quick fix. It's a daily habit that slowly heals your arteries from the inside. Every bowl becomes a message to your heart saying, I'm giving you what you need. You don't need to change every meal, just change one meal, breakfast. That one shift can create months, even years of better circulation, clearer arteries, and stronger heart health. This approach is simple, it's safe, and it's supported by real science. How to start this heart healing routine safely. You now understand how these 6 foods can support healthier arteries, improve blood flow, and reduce inflammation. But the next step is knowing how to begin safely, especially if you're over 50, have a heart condition, or take medications. This section guides you through starting the routine in a simple, practical way. First, remember that even healthy foods require your body to adjust. If you jump straight into the full combination on day 1, you may feel bloating or digestive changes. Your body isn't used to this much fiber, nitric oxide production, or antioxidant activity all at once. A slow introduction helps your system respond gently. Here's an ideal 7-day start plan. Day 1 to 2. Begin with plain oatmeal and only 1 tablespoon of freshly ground flax seeds. This introduces fiber and omega-3s gradually. Day 3 to 4. Add the turmeric blend, 1 teaspoon turmeric plus 1/4 teaspoon black pepper plus 1 teaspoon coconut oil or ghee. This helps your arteries begin repairing their inner lining. Day 5. Add half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. This helps control after-meal triglycerides and supports better blood sugar. Day 6. Add 2 tablespoons of raw cacao nibs, but only after the oatmeal cools slightly. This supports nitric oxide production and helps with blood flow. Day 7. Add 1/2 cup of fresh pomegranate arils for plaque reduction and antioxidant protection. Day 8. Finally, add 3 tablespoons freshly ground hemp hearts, but grind them fresh right before eating, so the omega-3s stay potent. By the end of the first week, your body has adapted to all 6 ingredients without discomfort. If you take medications for blood pressure, blood thinners, or cholesterol, monitor your readings. These foods are powerful enough that your numbers may improve, and your doctor may want to adjust your medication dosage later. Most adults over 50 begin noticing smoother digestion, better morning energy, fewer blood pressure spikes, less heaviness in the chest after meals, more mental clarity thanks to improved circulation. And remember, consistency matters more than perfection. Even if you miss a day or two, the long-term benefits come from making this a daily, heart-supporting habit. Just 1 bowl each morning gives your arteries exactly what they need to stay flexible, open, and strong. A simple daily choice that protects your heart. As we finish, I want to leave you with something important. Heart disease doesn't develop overnight. It builds slowly through stress, inflammation, stiff arteries, and years of circulation decline. But healing can also happen slowly, gently, and naturally when you give your body the nutrients it has been missing. You don't need complicated plans, you don't need expensive supplements, and you definitely don't need extreme diets. What you do need is a daily routine that nourishes your arteries instead of stressing them. This is why the Japanese research experiment was so eye-opening. They weren't testing drugs or surgeries. They were testing everyday foods: flax seeds, turmeric, cinnamon, cacao, pomegranate, and hemp hearts, foods that most people already have access to. And in seniors over 60, these foods improved blood flow, softened stiff arteries, reduced inflammation, and in some cases, even reversed early plaque. That means your heart is not too old to heal. Your arteries are not too far gone. Your body still responds beautifully when you give it the right support. The best part? This whole routine fits inside a single breakfast. 1 bowl, 1 moment each morning. 1 intentional choice that says, I am taking care of my heart today. For adults over 50, that choice is powerful. It means reducing your risk of heart attack, It means supporting your brain. It means helping your circulation stay strong so you can stay active, alert, and independent. If you're ready to protect your heart, start tomorrow morning. Use the 7-day plan. Begin slowly, step by step. And when you're ready, combine all 6 ingredients into that heart healing bowl. If you've learned something today, or if you feel more hopeful about your heart health, I'd love to hear from you. Share your story or your questions in the comments. It may inspire someone else who feels uncertain, scared, or discouraged about their health. And please, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. More life-changing health information is coming soon, including foods that protect your memory, ways to reduce inflammation after 50, and daily habits that support long-term strength and vitality. Thank you for spending time with me. Take care of your heart because it has taken care of you for many, many years. Now it's your turn to return the favor.